Let me be honest with you for a second. If I told you right now that 7 out of 10 cases of dementia could be prevented or delayed with simple daily habits, would you believe me? Most people wouldn't, because we've been told our whole lives that memory loss is just part of getting older, that fuzzy thinking and forgetting names is inevitable after 60, that there's nothing you can do about it except hope you're one of the lucky ones. But that's a lie. The latest research from 2025 is crystal clear. Your brain doesn't have to fade. Dementia is not your destiny. There are 7 specific, scientifically proven habits that can shield your brain from cognitive decline, keep your memory razor sharp, and protect you from Alzheimer's disease well into your 80s and 90s. And I'm going to walk you through every single one of them today. But here's the catch. Habit number 1 is so unexpected, so powerful, and so overlooked that most doctors don't even mention it. It has nothing to do with diet or exercise, and when you hear what it is, it's going to change the way you think about protecting your brain forever. My name is Dr. Wyatt Sterling, and I've been helping seniors reclaim their health for over 12 years. I've watched patients reverse cognitive decline, sharpen their memory, and regain confidence in their mental abilities just by making these exact changes. And I can tell you from experience, it's never too late to start protecting your brain. Before we dive in, I've got a quick question for you. What time did you wake up this morning? Drop the exact time in the comments below. I'm curious to see how my viewers are sleeping, because sleep is one of the habits we're going to talk about today. All right, let's get into these 7 brain-protecting habits. And I'm going to present them in order of impact, saving some of the most powerful and surprising ones for the end. So don't skip ahead. Habit number 1. Build a strong sense of purpose and challenge your brain with mental stimulation. Now, this might sound touchy-feely, but stick with me, because the science behind this is rock solid. Having a sense of purpose means you have a reason to get out of bed every morning. It could be volunteering at your church, taking care of your grandchildren, learning a new skill, working on a meaningful project, teaching someone something you know. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it matters to you. A major study from UC Davis in 2025 found that seniors who reported having a strong sense of purpose had a 28% lower risk of cognitive impairment. 28%. That's massive. Why does this work? Because purpose keeps your brain engaged. It gives you goals. It makes you think, plan, and problem solve every single day. And when you combine that with active mental stimulation, like doing puzzles, reading challenging books, learning a new language, or picking up a musical instrument, you build what scientists call cognitive reserve. Think of cognitive reserve as a backup system for your brain. It's extra neural pathways and connections that your brain can rely on if some areas get damaged. The more reserve you have, the more protected you are from dementia. This isn't just feel-good advice. Purpose and mental stimulation are literally brain armor against decline. So ask yourself today, what's my purpose? What gets me excited? What do I want to learn or contribute? And then go do it. Habit number 2. Address sensory losses, especially hearing and vision. This one surprises a lot of people, but it's backed by some of the strongest evidence we have. Untreated hearing loss is responsible for about 8% of all dementia cases. 8%. That's huge. And vision loss, which is a newer factor identified in recent studies, accounts for about 2%. Here's what happens. When you can't hear well, your brain has to work overtime just to process sounds and conversations. That constant strain exhausts your brain and pulls resources away from memory and thinking. Over time, this accelerates cognitive decline. The same thing happens with poor vision. Your brain is constantly struggling to make sense of what you're seeing, and that effort drains cognitive energy. But here's the good news. Studies show that using hearing aids lowers your dementia risk by 19%, and getting your vision corrected with glasses or cataract surgery improves cognitive function in seniors. So if you've been putting off that hearing test or eye exam, this is your wake-up call. Get checked, get the aids or glasses you need, and use them every single day. Your brain will thank you. Habit number 3. Reduce your exposure to air pollution. This is one of the most underestimated and overlooked risk factors for dementia. Air pollution, especially fine particles that come from car exhaust, factories, and wildfires, causes inflammation in your brain. These tiny particles get into your bloodstream and cross the blood-brain barrier. Once they're in your brain, they trigger inflammation and damage neurons. The Lancet Commission has identified air pollution as a major risk factor since 2020, and the evidence keeps getting stronger. Now, I know you're thinking, I can't control the air outside. And you're right. But you can control the air inside your home. Use a high-quality air purifier, especially in your bedroom. Check the air quality index in your area and avoid outdoor exercise on high pollution days. Support policies that promote clean air in your community. These small changes add up, and they could be the difference between a sharp mind and a foggy one as you age. This is invisible pollution that most people never think about, but your brain is paying attention. Habit number 4. Quit smoking and limit or eliminate excessive alcohol. If you're still smoking, I need you to hear this clearly. Smoking damages the blood vessels that supply your brain with oxygen and nutrients. It accelerates the buildup of plaques and tangles that cause Alzheimer's disease, and it significantly increases your risk of vascular dementia. The Lancet attributes a significant number of dementia cases directly to smoking. But here's the good news. Even if you've been smoking for decades, quitting now can reverse some of that damage. Your brain starts to heal. Blood flow improves. Inflammation decreases. It's never too late to quit. The same goes for alcohol. A glass of wine with dinner is probably fine. But excessive drinking, which means more than 1 drink a day for women or 2 for men, shrinks your brain. It literally causes brain tissue to atrophy, and it accelerates cognitive decline. If you're having that nightly drink, or 2 or 3, your brain is paying the price. Cut back. Or better yet, stop completely. Your brain will start functioning better within weeks. Habit number 5. Follow a brain-protective diet and manage your vascular risks like blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar. This is where nutrition and medical care come together. The MIND diet and the Mediterranean diet are the gold standards for brain health. These diets focus on leafy greens, berries, fish, nuts, whole grains, and olive oil. They reduce inflammation, support blood vessel health, and provide the nutrients your brain needs to stay sharp. But diet alone isn't enough. You also need to manage your vascular health. High blood pressure damages the small blood vessels in your brain. High cholesterol, especially high LDL, is now recognized as a 7% contributing factor to dementia, and diabetes more than doubles your risk of Alzheimer's disease. Studies show that managing these vascular risks can cut your dementia risk by 16 to 53%. That's huge, so get your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar checked regularly. Work with your doctor to get them under control. Eat the right foods. Take your medications if needed. What you eat and what you monitor every single day directly shields your brain from the plaques and tangles that cause dementia. Habit number 6. Stay socially engaged and connected with other people. Loneliness and social isolation are responsible for about 4% of dementia cases, according to the Lancet. But the impact is even bigger than that number suggests. When you're isolated, your brain isn't being stimulated. You're not having conversations, processing emotions, or forming memories with other people. And that lack of stimulation causes your brain to weaken. On the flip side, regular social interaction builds cognitive reserve. It keeps your brain active and engaged. A 2025 study of over 2,000 seniors found that mandatory social activities actually improved memory function. And other research shows that staying socially connected lowers your dementia risk by 20 to 30%. So what does this mean for you? Call a friend, join a club or a class, volunteer, go to church or community events, visit with family, even if it's just a video call. Aim for weekly interactions at minimum. Your brain needs that connection just as much as it needs food and sleep. Habit number 7. Prioritize quality sleep, 7 to 9 hours every single night. Sleep is when your brain heals and cleans itself. During deep sleep, your brain's glymphatic system flushes out toxic proteins like beta-amyloid, which is the main driver of Alzheimer's disease. If you're not getting enough high-quality sleep, those toxins build up. And over time, they damage your brain cells and accelerate cognitive decline. Poor sleep in seniors is directly tied to faster memory loss and higher dementia risk. So how do you optimize your sleep? Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid screens for at least an hour before bed. And if you're snoring heavily or waking up gasping for air, talk to your doctor about sleep apnea, because that's a major disruptor of deep sleep and a huge risk factor for dementia. The WHO guidelines emphasize that good sleep supports overall brain health, and studies show that optimizing sleep after 65 slows progression in people who are already at risk. Make sleep a priority, and your brain will reward you. Now, let me bring this all together for you. These 7 habits are not isolated actions. They work together. They build on each other. When you have a sense of purpose, when you address your hearing and vision, when you breathe clean air, when you quit smoking and limit alcohol, when you eat brain-healthy foods and manage your vascular health, when you stay socially connected, and when you prioritize sleep, you're building a fortress around your brain. You're giving it every possible advantage to stay sharp, clear, and healthy for the rest of your life. And the science backs this up. 7 out of 10 dementia cases are preventable or can be delayed with lifestyle changes. 7 out of 10. That means your fate is largely in your hands. So here's what I want you to do. Pick 2 of these 7 habits to start with this week. Maybe it's getting your hearing checked and joining a social group, or maybe it's cleaning up your diet and improving your sleep. Start small, build momentum, then add another habit, and another. Within a few months, these habits will become automatic, and your brain will be stronger, sharper, and more resilient than it's been in years. Drop a comment below and tell me which 2 habits you're committing to this week. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. If this video gave you hope or opened your eyes to something new, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. And share this with someone you love who's worried about their memory or their brain health. This information could genuinely change their life. Thanks for watching, and remember, protecting your brain starts with the choices you make today.